80 years ago, 16 pioneers came to our municipality and discovered that Aurora is rich of the fruit called Badak, a Muslim term for the famous fruit tree known as jackfruit. Hence the birth of our grandest festival held every November, the Badak Festival. Jackfruit is a species of tree in the fig, mulberry, and breadfruit family. I chose this tree because it symbolizes Aurora, not weakened by any storms. Our main goal is to be the #1 supplier of jackfruit in the entire province of Zamboanga del Sur and in the neighboring provinces. By eating jackfruit, we increase demand to help farmers monetize the crop. In turn, jackfruit trees revitalize groundwater, contributing to reforestation and agroforestry efforts in the area, which are in line to the cause of why I am here.
Appreciate the underrated. Madre de Cacao, cacahuate, or Gliricidia sepium is a medium-sized tree that grows up to 10 to 12 meters high. Why did I choose this tree? It deserves the recognition for everything it does. With rising numbers of deforestation in the world, this tree is a key for reclaiming the greens we lost. This tree adapts to its environment. It can be planted in different kinds of soil. It can be forage or food for goat and any other farm animals. The leaves are used for medical purposes. As a dog lover, the Madre de Cacao is also good for our dogs. It helps us people and the environment without us even noticing it. The Madre de Cacao has a lot of purpose, and I believe that it deserves to be known by many. Let's come together as one and plant more of these amazing trees so that we can witness blissful growth. I am Mary Lasil Cabungcal Relevo from Balayan, Batangas.
Hello, Eco Warriors! My name is Nicola Hare, representing the state of California, and my chosen tree is the cotton tree.
When I was younger, I thought that a cotton tree is one of the coolest trees. I was always so fascinated on how it's used and how much it contributes to daily life. The cotton tree is a vital component of many Philippine ecosystems, providing food, shelter, and nesting sites for numerous species of wildlife. Its cotton fibers are also used by indigenous people to make clothing and bedding. However, the cotton tree is facing numerous threats that endanger its survival. Deforestation and land conversion for agriculture, mining, and urbanization reduce the available forested areas. Illegal logging and poaching of the tree's bark, leaves, and fruits also take a toll on its populations. To prevent extinction of the cotton tree, protecting the remaining forests, enforcing laws against illegal activities, and promoting sustainable practices are crucial. Planting and cultivating cotton trees can also increase their numbers and promote biodiversity. Raising public awareness and appreciation of the cotton tree's ecological and cultural values can also encourage conservation efforts. Let us work together to ensure that future generations can also marvel at its beauty and benefit from its gifts.
Maradyaw nga adlaw! This is Crystal May Correos from the beautiful seaside town of Carrascal, which is known to have one of the largest mangrove forests here in Surigao del Sur. You may be wondering what mangroves are and why they are important. Mangroves are trees that play a major role in the environment through their support of coastal and marine ecosystems. Mangrove forests offer habitat to a variety of wildlife including birds, fish, mammals, and plants. Coastal marine habitats often serve as important spawning and nursery grounds for a range of marine species. Mangrove forests also provide invaluable protection to coastal community by reducing the risk of flooding. The aerial roots of mangroves retain sediment and prevent erosion, while their submerged roots, trunks, and canopies lessen the force of oncoming waves and storm surges. Unfortunately, there are currently many threats faced by mangrove forests. Over time, abusive human activities have caused the widespread erosion and destruction of mangrove habitats. Mangroves have always protected us, so now it is up to us to return the favor by protecting them. That is why here in my hometown of Carrascal, through a local government project called Carrascal Cares, have made their conservation a priority and enacted policies to classify certain mangroves forests as protected areas. We Carrascalanons have always been planting new mangrove trees that will grow to benefit the future generations of wildlife and people. By working together and choosing wisely, we can help preserve these trees along with other important aspects of the environment, ourselves, our children, and all who follow our footsteps.
Hi, this is Liarlene Soncuritana from the Found Paradise of Aurora, Casiguran. Let's talk about my tree. Familiar with the Balete tree? That is my chosen tree. And let me share here a fun fact about them. They are one of the plant species endemic to the Philippines, having a large and thick leaves with a distinctive pollination system. They germinate from seeds that are dispersed by birds to the crevices atop a host tree. The host tree eventually dies and rots, leaving a hollow cylinder of roots, which have now become the trunks of the Balete tree. As a matter of fact, Aurora owns the largest Balete tree. Situated at Barangay Quirino Maria Aurora, it was designated as the official Millennium tree of the Philippines. The tree is more than 600-year-old and is the largest tree of its kind in Asia. If you are familiar with the folklore, it has benefited the species and has kept humans from harming it. It may well be the reason why it is one of the least endangered of all native trees in the country. But I hope that doesn't stop us from continuously taking care of every Balete tree we own. Let us set aside the folklore for once and focus on why this tree should be recognized for its importance to us humans and the ecosystem. Serving also as a natural habitat for other species. To name a few, birds, they use it as their nesting area. Snakes and some insects also benefit from the Balete tree. Not to mention, traditional medicine uses parts of the tree as dressings for wounds and cure for headaches. Isn't it amazing? This tree is really something, and with that, I hope we do our part that instead of fearing it, let us appreciate it more and do our best to conserve it before it's already gone.
I'm Rowan Morizno, representing the Ati-Atihan town of Calibo. And this is the tree that I chose. This is Bakawan Babae, or scientifically known as Rhizophora mucronata. It is a native tree that grows up to 12 meters high, thrives in thickets, and is an abundant species in Calibo. It serves as a habitat for nurturing marine and coastal species, acts as natural barrier, supports livelihood and ecotourism, and has benefits from its leaves to its roots. Mangroves help humanity to adapt to global warming by reducing storm intensity and sea level rise. Unfortunately, climate change elicits human activity and severe weather occurrences threaten this unique ecosystem. As such, knowing about our ecology, enforcing laws, and cooperating with organizations that value sustainability and biodiversity are crucial steps to help conserve and protect this species. I chose this tree because the Bakawan Babae embodies the qualities I strive to cultivate in myself. The ability to weather the storms of life, to stand out from the crowd as a protector of my community, and to persevere in the face of adversity. The tree's strong roots that shield the shoreline are symbolic of my own strength and will to preserve the environment, the earth.
Ali, ubani ko ninyo! I chose mahogany tree because it symbolizes strength and resilience. Mahogany trees are vital. They give oxygen, store carbon, stabilize the soil, and give life to the world wildlife. Aside from the fact that the mahogany has been used for furnitures for several years, it is also a medicinal plant. It is used to treat common illnesses like hypertension. And among anti-diabetes plants, mahogany seeds are considered to be traditional. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, mahogany tree is considered to be endangered and listed as vulnerable. A significant part of the process is implementing the steps known as 5 Rs. And also, through environmental protection activities such as wide range of community campaign, Grow a Tree project, and Save Water movement. For it is in caring that we can restore humanity, much more our Mother Nature. This is Methosela Asenas Villanueva, your eco warrior from Lagindingan, Misamis Oriental.
Hello, my name is Carrie Riley and I am representing Pangasinan.
This is my tree. It's called Nara. Nara was declared the national tree of the Philippines in 1934 by the Governor-General, Frank Murphy. Nara is known for having drooping branches. I chose Nara trees because it symbolizes strength, persistence, endurance, and durability, just like us Filipinos.
The importance of this tree is not just releasing oxygen and helping with blood, it also acts as a medicine. Nara is used for headaches, sores, and more.
The issue Nara tree is facing is that we see it nearly every day, not in the forest, but inside our homes, such as tables and doors. The government is trying their best to save Nara trees as it's prohibited to cut them down here in the Philippines, as it's already in danger. The cutting of Nara without a permit shall be illegal, and any person or person committing such act shall be punished in accordance with Section 68 of PD 705 as amended and appropriate laws. We don't have much time left. Nara is in danger. It's time to save Nara.
Hi! My name is Giselle Gregorio, representing Mariveles, Bataan. Behind me is an acacia tree. Acacia tree is a species of tree in the family of legumes,
a native tree in the Philippines that has a self-supporting growth form. Acacia has an antioxidants, antimicrobial, and laxative components. Like most plants, acacia has a spiritual meaning too. The plant is considered by many cultures as a symbol of persistence, restoration, and honesty. Its evergreen nature is a reflection of a human soul as an entity. This century-old acacia tree in our municipality is a deaf-mute witness to the suffering of Filipino and American soldiers during the Death March. It symbolizes regeneration, perseverance, and integrity of Mariveleños over and denotes the stability and the beauty of Mariveles. But over the years, these trees are in decline due to increasing water stress and the encroachment of human activity. As a woman of the earth, I should have a strong opposition for the illegal logging of trees. But instead, we really have to plant more and more trees that help to slow the rate of global warming, support conservation, organizations, and enjoy forest responsibility.
Again, this is Giselle Gregorio, representing Mariveles, Bataan. Save Earth, save life.
Hi everybody. So now onto my tree of choice, which is the eucalyptus tree.
It is made up of a large genus of 600 species, making it one of the most adaptable trees in Australian flora. Now, it is commonly used for fuel, and its timbers can be used for building and indigenous medicine. So now, what is the real issue around these trees? The thing is, they are now endangered because of the patriotism and colonization from the Europeans. So now, why are they so important? The reason they are so important is because they help forest-dwelling flora and others. So what can you do? I understand that a lot of people believe that minute change is not enough into saving these species, but it really is. There is now a backyard conservation movement which encourages people to plant these endangered species in the likes of their backyards. Because by doing this, we can safeguard these species for years in the future, and also the animals that inhabit these places. So why not create a conservation arc in the likes of your backyard and help save these species? Maraming salamat.
Maayong buntag, Earth Warriors! This is Athena. Let's talk about my chosen tree. The term banana is also used as a common name for the plant that produces the fruit. This can extend to our other members of genus Musa, such as scarlet banana, Musa cucinea, pink banana, Musa ventulina, and the Fay bananas. The banana tree is known for its large, broad leaves that can grow up to 9 feet long and 2 feet wide. The banana trees have positive and negative side in the environment. Banana trees plays an important role in our environment. In several ways, it has 5 aspects: biodiversity, soil conservation, carbon sequestration, water conservation, and sustainable agriculture. I personally chose banana trees because they are like people, adaptable and resilient. They can grow in a variety of environments and are able to withstand harsh conditions like strong winds and heavy rains. Planting banana trees can be a way to support local food system and promote sustainable agriculture, supporting local farmers, donating to organizations, volunteering with local groups, and planting banana trees yourself are all ways to help promote sustainable banana farming and to support the environment. Hi guys! I hope you enjoy my video today, and this is Athena. See you on my next video. Bye!
This is Princess Bilazaga from San Jose City, Nueva Ecija. My love for trees started at a young age. In our province, there are many forests, even in urban areas like Tislingap Kalikasan Park at Central Luzon State University, which is just a 10-minute drive from my place. I fell in love with this cluster of Nara trees, standing close to each other like dear sisters or Tres Marias, prominent amidst the presence of a multitude of other trees. We should be environmentally aware of the strong and resilient Nara, not only because it is our national tree. Nara is one of the priority trees for conservation and reforestation in the Philippines due to its economic, industrial, and ecological importance, but it's also critically endangered due to illegal logging. According to studies, there are only a few thousand Nara trees left in the world. It is known to be a resilient tree, able to survive with little human care. The Nara's sturdiness is often likened to the Filipinos' resilience and is associated with our unwavering spirit. Because of the sturdiness and durability, it is highly demanded for home interiors and furnishings. We must learn to love and conserve the Nara tree. Plant one if we can, even in our own backyards. We must join every effort to fight illegal logging.
Alae! I'm Jeka Saverica Uidi Matatak from San Pascual, Batangas, and I choose mango tree. Mango tree is a large fruit tree that is mostly erect with thick, broad trunk and heavy branching. The leaves are lanceolate, while the flowers are pinkish small and fragrant, and it is on conservation status. I chose mango tree because it produces delicious and nutritious mango fruits. Next, it is a top agricultural crop of our municipality. Every part of the tree has its own medicinal value. And mango tree is an excellent material for furnitures. And lastly, it serves as a shelter to wildlife. Yes, mango tree is important to our environment because it is part of our country's biodiversity, providing food and shelter both to humans and animals. Plus, it purifies the air and gives off oxygen that we need to breathe. Insects are threat to the mango tree, for they infect the crop during the fruiting and flowering periods respectively. Therefore, maintenance of a timely and consistent spray programs should be observed. Again, this is Jaca Federica Oidimatatak representing San Pascual, Batangas. And me loves mango tree.
Hey Coco, it's been a while. How are you? A lot has happened since you've been gone. I'm joining Miss Philippines Earth, and guess what I'll be representing? You. When I was younger, I had a coconut tree named Coco. It acted as my refuge and my tranquil comforter in times I didn't have anyone to vent out to. But Coco was there until its time was up and it had to be cut. The Philippines is considered one of the largest coconut-producing countries, and discovered in the province of Laguna specifically, we have an endemic variant that is called the Laguna tall. Known for its qualities of being sturdy and fruitful, coconut tree highly contributes not only to the country's economic development, but also to our environmental advancement.
And sadly, they are now under the threat of extinction. And we should start to take action now. This tree of life acts as a better carbon reservoir than most vegetations, and they are more resilient to climate change impacts such as heavy winds, floods, and droughts. And if the economy is always rooting for the coconut tree's byproducts, then it should highly be encouraged to keep on replenishing them. That is why I took initiative to travel to all 20 barangays of Siniloan, Laguna, and planted one coconut tree in each of it, and that totals to 20 trees.
Moreover, as part of my Earth education cause, I conducted seminars on sustainability and raised awareness on the importance of trees, specifically the coconut, because it may be the best representation of the interconnectedness of environment to the economy, our goals, and nature as a whole.
And I hope that inspires you. Let's all work together soon.
Hey there, it's Saya, your Miss Philippines Earth gig. This year's Miss Philippines Earth theme is Me Loves 23. This is why Miss Philippines Earth asked me to choose a tree that I will represent. The Salim Baba tree, also known as the tree-leaf caper or temple plant, or sometimes Crateva religiosa. This tree grows until 49 feet and has pink and white flowers that are likened to Japan's cherry blossom. There's no denying that this is one of the most beautiful native trees that we have, and it nurtures us by providing us with vitamin C rich fruit. Salim Baba trees are important to the environment, not only because they beautify a space, but also they provide good food for pollinators. The nectar that it gives out is well loved by bees and other birds. One threat that we face in preserving our ornamental trees is the use and importation of foreign species, as this can displace native species and reduce biodiversity. But luckily for us, this is a simple problem to solve. All we have to do is use more native plants, or you can seek out the help of your local landscape architects or specialists to improve biodiversity. Whether it's in your home garden, your community park, or your building's rooftop garden, using native plants is the way to go. That's all for today. This is your Miss Philippines Earth gig, Saya de Jesus, reminding you that we don't need to wait for a savior to help the planet, because we are the ones we've been waiting for.
Me Loves 23, Manungang Aldo Dimyong Ginsan, and Veronica Salazar Sinahon from the Municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan. The tree that I chose to represent is the Almasiga tree. It is the large evergreen tree that is native to the Philippines. The Almasiga tree is listed as an endangered species. I chose the Almasiga tree because it is native to my hometown and is a source of livelihood to our native people. The feature of the tree, due to its size, represents strength, progress, and generosity like a caring mother. Aside from its commercial value, the Almasiga also plays an important ecological role. It is a primary forest species that provides habitat and food for a variety of animals. It also helps stabilize the soil and prevent erosion in the forest ecosystem. Sadly, it is threatened by overexploitation and deforestation. Unsustainable harvesting of resin and logging for timber has resulted to a decline in its population. I believe what we can do to help is by educating the local about the importance of Almasiga, how it can sustainably be harvested, and start programs that can help propagate the tree.
Mabuhay! I am Naomi Fatalvo Henave, representing the beautiful home of Badak Festival, the city of Dasmariñas, Cavite.
I have chosen to represent the Kamagong tree. Also known as the Mabola tree or ironwood, this tree is native in the Philippines. Growing from 18 to 33 meters high, it bears a fruit called velvet apple.
Kamagong trees are one of the most sought-after trees used to create wooden furnitures, instruments, and shuttle due to its high-quality hard lumber. But moreover, the native trees are the ones that help in the recovery and expansion of natural life habitats for endangered species of plants and animals.
As a critically endangered species of native trees in the country, it has sparked my intentions to learn more about the issues surrounding it and understand how I can use my platform to help. The destruction of trees by illegal logging contributes significantly to global warming and climate change because they serve as carbon sinks and climate regulators. Beyond raising global temperatures, the practice also contributes to a decrease in the overall amount of forest cover, leaving the majority of lands exposed to hot temperatures and severe weather. To aid in such crisis, we must encourage better forest stewardship programs, improve forest management, getting involved ourselves by volunteering to organizations, and most importantly, planting more trees in our surroundings. By forming a committed community that promotes and supports the same objectives for expanding native trees for a more sustainable future, we can work together to restore the nation's biodiversity.
Talisay tree, also known as Terminalia catupa, is known for its large, glossy leaves. In the Philippines, it is a symbol of national heritage and is considered a sacred tree by many indigenous communities. The Talisay tree is vital for its role in environmental conservation. It is often used in reforestation projects because it is fast-growing and helps to stabilize soil and prevent erosion. It also serves as a windbreaker during storm surges, saving lives and properties. However, urbanization continues to pose a serious threat to the species. But there is hope. Conservation efforts include reforestation projects, community-based forest management, and awareness campaigns. It aims to protect the Talisay tree for future generations. I chose this tree because it reminds me of my childhood. I remember playing outdoors, and the Talisay tree was always there to provide shade from the scorching heat of the sun. Its beautiful foliage and striking appearance never failed to impress me. I am Crisia Caro de Leon Palca Santos, representing Dipolog City.
Hi, I'm Josie Roman Palenzuela. I'll be representing Florida, USA, and my chosen tree is an oak tree. Oak trees are large, exceedingly strong, durable, and heavy. 31% of the world's oak trees are threatened by extinction. 41% are under Conservation Conserve Watch. I chose this oak tree because it represents life, and how even when you're torn down, you can get back up and succeed and mature. Oak trees are a keystone to our environment. Their species can live for hundreds of years, even up to 1,000 if given the chance. Their existence is important for entire ecosystems. Animals and plants depend on their existence for survival and habitat. Their biggest global threat is agriculture and deforestation. Other threats include urban development, plant disease, and especially human disturbances. We can preserve our oak trees through education of how important they are to our environment and through physical preservance of these species.
Welcome to the heart of the Philippines. I am Maria Cristina Isabel Nacionales Salvador, Miss Philippines Earth, Iloilo City.
Although a heavily urbanized city in western Visayas, Iloilo shelters the Ilonggos who breathe fresh air from the mangrove forests in its coastal barangays. A life source of the coast, these salt-tolerant plants, locally known as cacao, have great ecological importance and socio-economic significance. Vast amount of mangroves, large number of migrating birds, and ample marine life in the rivers.
This is Iloilo City, a home of healthy coastal and marine ecosystems.
However, mangrove forests have suffered the earliest and greatest degradation, having a long history of conversion caused by modernization. Global climate change has also threatened coastal communities, including the mangroves.
Together, we use our voices for the rehabilitation and conservation of mangroves. As a woman of the earth, I dare everyone to care in championing the protection of mangroves to safety for livable communities in the Philippines.
The Biton tree. This tree is very versatile in that it can grow along sandy beaches to terrestrial areas. These majestic trees can reach 40 feet or more in height with a canopy of nearly equal spread. The wood of the tree is actually used as construction lumber, so they make for functional and attractive shade trees. It produces fragrant pink and white flowers that attract pollinators. This tree can be applied in fisheries in a sustainable way. Its distinct box-shaped fruit is dispersed by ocean current. It is extremely water resistant and buoyant, which can be used as floaters for fishing nets. The box fruit is potent enough to be used as fish poison. The seeds are ground to a powder and used to stun or kill fish for easy capture, while the flesh is unaffected. This is why the Biton is also known as the fish poison tree. But the plant also has many ethno-medical uses. The leaves are boiled and are used to treat stomachache and rheumatism, while the seeds are also used to get rid of intestinal worms. The Biton is just one of almost 4,000 native trees identified from the Philippines. However, it is also under threat from illegal logging. I urge everyone to advocate for our native trees. So plant a native tree today.
This is Moringa difera, or also known as Moringa. Moringa is a fast-growing tree, and aside from that, is also drought-resistant tree. This is also called as a miracle tree. From its root to its tiny leaves can be used as food and medicine.
3 times potassium
15 times of vitamin B2 than banana. It also rich in calcium and protein than the milk and the yogurt. It also contains vitamin C, vitamin A, which is more than the carrots and orange have. It is also rich in magnesium and iron too.
Proof against stroke helps the tree to endure the hot season or even El Nino. I advocate and I will help people to plant more Moringa in every community. We will gain a sustainable food system that will provide healthy food to people, natural and organic, affordable, and will help local farmers. Moringa oil was used even the time of Moses and was used for water purification. Philippines is very fortunate to have this kind of tree which can be easily cultivated. Who plants a tree, plants a hope. Let us plant Moringa now, for you, for me, and for the future generation. This is Queenie Nicole Salak, Me Loves 23.
I'm Jemima Joy Zabala from Puerto Princesa City, and I have chosen the Puerto Princesa Mother Tree. This is the largest tree in the city, estimated to be 100 or century-old epil tree. Yes, you heard it right, 100-year-old tree which stands around 70 to 80 feet. Epil tree is also important for its ecological benefits. It provides habitat for a variety of animal species, including birds, bats, and insects. It also helps maintain healthy forest ecosystems. The Puerto Princesa Mother Tree is indeed a reminder of the beauty and wonder of the natural world, and has become a symbol of resilience and strength. As the largest tree in Puerto Princesa City, it has stood the test of time and has witnessed the city's growth and development. It is an inspiration to persevere and overcome challenges. While being one of the critically endangered trees, efforts have been made to protect and preserve the tree and its surrounding ecosystem. It has been a source of pride and inspiration for the people of Puerto Princesa, as well as a call to action for everyone to take responsibility for protecting our environment for future generations. Just like our Puerto Princesa Mother Tree, we can save and preserve more of this, not just for the future of Mother Earth, but for the future of all those that inhabit it.
Pine trees are considered by experts as evergreens because they can keep their needles for a long time and they can quickly change all needles once it falls.
Pine trees are known as decorative ornamentals, thriving in cold to subtropical climates. Pines hold a lot of cultural symbolism, being one of the oldest trees in the world. It is not only a traditional celebratory holiday tree, but it is the symbol of peace, miracles, and often represents longevity and wisdom.
I chose this because I am someone who prioritizes wellness and peace, and pine is one of the forest's most healing trees for the body and mind. It is known that the simple act of touching a pine tree can help you find inner balance and peace of mind.
Pine trees can provide shade and clean the air. More importantly, they have many good benefits for our health. They also help replenish groundwater and help prevent landslides and erosion. The fast-paced development, extreme weather in the country, and in considerations of the people's safety have been the primary reasons for pine trees to be cut down, resulting to the situation where pine trees had become reportedly an endangered species. That is why we should always replace the trees we cut down and choose appropriate location to protect it from being cut and harvested.
This is Reina Nazario, your Miss Philippines Earth from Silang, Cavite.
Maayong Adlaw. This is once again Athena Claire Auxilio, representing the city full of smiles, the joyful city of Toledo. For this year's theme of Miss Philippines Earth, we, the candidates, were asked to choose a specific tree that we want to represent. I have chosen Makupa tree, or also known as Java apple in English. This is a tropical tree growing up to 12 meters tall with a relatively short and wide trunk. I have chosen this tree because it reminded me a lot of my childhood. We used to have this big, beautiful tree planted in front of our house, and I can always remember the beauty of the flowers when it starts to bloom, and the abscission of it signals the growth of the fruit. The petals and the flowers creates a beautiful pink scenery below the tree, and it always amazes me. Fun fact about this fruit is that it is considered to be one of the Philippines' traditional medicine. It is known to be a remedy to diabetes and also other benefits to human health. The number one issue this tree is facing is the continuous rise of urbanization, which results in the gradual decline in the number of trees and the demand for fruit. What we can do to stop this is to be aware of our actions and be more mindful of our usage. And with this, we hope to find the balance in maintaining the population of the tree and producing the possible products created using Makupa tree. Thank you.
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. This is Jamie Angelic Armada representing Tuburan, Cebu. This is the Joconto melon dao, famously called as the Dao tree, found in our beloved province of Tuburan, Cebu. This tree is the Argus pheasant tree, and looking at its roots, these are the ones that are in line with the riverbank, providing its support and structural integrity. The Dao tree's roots spread far and deep, anchoring itself. This is also considered as one of the biggest trees in the Philippines and has lived for over 200 years. This ginormous native tree is actually categorized as endangered in the International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List 2004. This tree did help a lot of natives back then and is a multi-purpose tree species, which is why I chose it. Its woods can be used for sliced and rotary veneers, cabinet works, tables, and the likes. It can also be used in light construction like bancas and rafters. Soil erosion, landslides, flooding, and watershed degradation would be the common issues in threatening the species. By being able to preserve and protect our trees, Dao will stay alive as long as we become responsible stewards of God's creation by being one with nature.
I am Quinzel Daryl Alasio, representing the Municipality of Tungawan, Province of Zamboanga, Sibugay. My chosen tree is the Bismarck palm tree, otherwise known as the Bismarckia mobilis, which is truly huge and stunning, and is sure to give that dramatic effect to any landscape. This species is listed as near threatened. Its humongous size and beauty is a feast to the eyes, and I am left with awe at its grandeur. Like many other threatened plants and trees, the greatest risk is habitat destruction from agricultural and urban expansion. What can be done to help in the restoration of palm trees? I would say that by reducing our contribution to global warming, then we can also limit negative impact on plant endangerments. Let us share one common goal of conserving protected lands, developing plant sanctuaries, and supporting indigenous lands. Only then can we achieve a better place and a magnanimous legacy to our children's children.
I am Fermi Zulisilang of Zamboanga City, and I have chosen bamboo as my tree. Zamboanga City is third when it comes to biodiversity in the country. Our flora and fauna thrives, and we continue to discover more species as time goes by. Inside the protected area of the Pasananca watershed is a bamboo sanctuary of various species. Pasananca is home to many diverse biota. Today, I am planting a giant bamboo from the family Gramini. I am planting this tree inside this sanctuary to continue safeguarding the protected area of Pasananca Natural Park, which was recently declared as an ASEAN Heritage Park. I have chosen to plant a bamboo tree because it symbolizes what women of the earth must be as we advocate for environmental causes. We may bend, but we never break. Because the journey to achieving our goal is a process, but all of it are worth it for Mother Earth, our home.